El Desperado, 95%. Shockmaster challenging Sabu for the Kaiju Heavyweight Championship. So we're going to go right into this match. You know, I was going to wrap the stream up after this match, after we got to the end of year 6 into year 7. But, you know, decided to go out. And now I'm getting messages about my internet connection quality is not sufficient. But here it is, the Shockmaster. Hopefully we can get through this before it goes out again. The last event. Homicidal, suicidal, genocidal, death-defying maniac known as Sabu. I believe this is the 3rd or 4th time he's won the title. Defeated Murder King Sam Kelly, who was seemingly unbeatable to win that title. The last event. Here it is against the Shockmaster, who's been on a win streak since making his debut a few months ago. Shockmaster has got wins over Jack Shatter, PCO in a match that went 100% match evaluation. Also defeated Nick Gage at the last show. Looking to beat Sabu here, make it 4 wins in a row, and win the title. It's coming in. He's been a force to be reckoned with, but Sabu has taken on some of the guys in Kaiju Tech Wrestling that have come in like a buzzsaw, and he's been able to defeat them. The Shoot Fire Tanaka coming in and submitting just about everyone. Seemingly would never lose that title. Finally lost to Sabu. Meanwhile, Sam Kelly sending shockwaves by defeating Naito after carving a bloody path his way towards the title. Been unbeaten for the last several months. But Sabu comes in and beats the unbeatable. Alright, that's what he's looking to do here against Shockmaster. Since coming in, again has won every single one of his matches, 3-0. Looking to be 4-0. There's the title wave. Is that enough? And just barely. Sabu gets out at 2.9. Orange Manhattan from Sabu gets caught with a back elbow. He's stunned. Shockmaster is in control of this one. He can't powerbomb or pile drive the big man as he just sends him all the way out of the ring with that back body drop. Sabu grabs a chair. It's whipped into the apron but gets caught with that chair. Does Shockmaster. Shockmaster sends him into the barricade. There's a fork. You can see Shockmaster is busted open. Oh no! Shockmaster collided with referee Andy Long, who is also busted open. He hits the tidal wave, but there's no ref. 1, 2, 3. Might have been 3. Who knows? But there was no ref there to count. Chairs are in the ring. Shockmaster's busted open. Referee Andy Long's busted open. This has been an absolute brawl here. There's chaos here in the main event. Like it was last month when Sabu took on Sam Kelly. Both guys bleeding profusely in that match. Forks were used. Fire was used. Brass knuckles were used. In this match we've got chairs. We've got blood. We've got a referee who took a bump. There's a backbreaker. We've seen him win with this move before and just barely. Sabu again kicks out. Again to the fork he goes. Just jabbing him in the neck with that thing. Elbow drop and a cover and another last second kick out from Sabu. Belly to belly suplex. And he goes up with a title wave. Is that it? We got a new champion? We do! 13-12. Shockmaster cannot be beaten. 4-0, and now he is the new Kaiju Attack Heavyweight Champion. $13-12 with the title wave, 83% match rating. Shockmaster is your new Kaiju Attack Heavyweight Champion. 89% match rating overall. Average card rating overall. Full house of 65,000 fans on attendance for our December event. And you see he's our new champion. A way over capacity. Can't run a bigger venue. Arena's the biggest you can run. Cody won the AEW Heavyweight title. Cody Rhodes. Ricardo of DFW won the DFW Heavyweight belt. It's Ricardo Lewis. Made some big money there. $9,442,704. Spent $988,618. A balance of $8,454,86. Assets $123,845,699. We're rolling in the dough this month. Year 6, the annual results announcement. Here we go. So we made $48,889,122. We spent $7,273,000 and $7,273,867. So the annual results $41,615,255 gives us our assets of $123,846,699. Now you see our income. Made $400,000 off of goods. $1,791,396 off DVD/Blu-ray. $770,000 off of photos. $676 off of towels. That's $1,000. $1,006,093.90 off of t-shirts. $632,300 off of branded snacks. Our big money off of t-shirts, DVDs, and Blu-rays. Photo collections did pretty well. Branded snacks, towels after that, and then goods under that. Didn't spend a lot of money at goods though. Made $6.8 million off of our national broadcast contract. $8.4 million off of our sponsor with Cradle Pharmaceutical. That's a big money contract right there. $24,000 off Inspirational Sportswear. $144,000 off of Zaka TV. $240,000 off of both Kenko D Gozai and Steak Kingdom Meat Gulf. What a name. And you see the attendance for our ticket sales, different prices. $36,000 off of $40, $30,000 off of $60, $76,000 off of $80, and $176 off of $100. Expenses: $600,000 on advertising, $251,087 off of guest wrestlers, $2,265,000 off the venue, gym repair $298, salaries $1.9 million, gym upkeep $384,000. $100,000 on branded snacks production, goods production $125,000, partnership negotiations $1,500, transfers $85,400, Blu-ray production $520,000, negotiations $13,500, scouting $26,650, t-shirt production $351,000, photo collection production $192,150, towel production $152,750. Alright, that's that information. We are number 1 with a bullet ranking. Overall popularity number 1, wrestlers number 2, gym number 1, assets number 1, title belts number 1. Overall, everybody stayed the same. Number 1, Kaiju. Number 2, WWE. Number 3, New Japan. Followed by AEW, ROH, Impact. That's top 6. Popularity, we stayed the same as the WWE. Impact moved up to number 3. ROH dropped to number 4. New Japan stayed at 5. And AEW moved up to 5. So it's a tie there. Wrestlers, DFW moved up to 6. ROH, AEW still at 4 and 5. As New Japan, Kaiju, and WWE 3, 2, and 1. Gym stayed exactly the same. Assets, Kaiju, WWE 1 and 2. AEW moved up to 3. New Japan moved down to 4. ROH Impact stayed at 5 and 6. Title belts, Kaiju moved up to 1. ROH moved up to 2. New Japan moved up to 3. AEW moves down to WWE moves down to 4. AEW moves down to 5. Impact stays the same at 6. There you see the popularity. AEW moved up to 5. Well, DFW and MLW are 7 and 8. MLW stayed steady at 8. Impact moved down to 7. DFW moved up to 6. Everybody else stayed the same. Overall, everybody stayed the same. Gym, everybody stayed the same. Assets, 5, 6, 7, and 8 are still the same. New Japan dropped to 4. AEW moved up to 3. Still at number 1, and we're still at number 1. WWE at number 2. Title belts, let's see. Kaiju, ROH, and New Japan all moved up to 1, 2, and 3. WWE and AEW dropped to 4 and 5, respectively. Impact stayed at 6. DFW moved up to 7. MLW dropped to 8. And we just went through all that. Alright, so we look at the assets transition. We are way up top. We've got more money than God. Well, maybe not, but still more money than anyone in this company and close to us. $123 million in assets. WWE, $22 million only. So we're $100 million more than anybody else. New Japan's dropped to 17 mil. W moved up a little bit to 18. ROH 10. Impact to 9. LW million. DFW 1.2. So they are slightly ahead of MLW in assets. Belt transition, we've moved up to number 1. WWE dropped all the way to 4 from 1. New Japan is 3. EW drops to 5. ROH moves to 2. Impact is number 6. MLW 8 and DFW 7. Ranking transition, we are at number 1. We were the last year, year 5. We are again at year 6. WWE is at number 2 again. New Japan still at number 3. AEW still at 4. ROH still 5. Impact 6. DFW is leapfrogged. MLW moved to 7. MLW drops to 8. They are, I don't know, pretty close to going out of business. popularity chart, we can see the transition here. Very weird. Kaiju is number 1. WWE is dropped to 2. I mean, that's where they were before. New Japan has fallen down to number 5. That's where they were last year. That's where they remain. AEW dropped from number 2 to 3, all the way down to 6, and now they're back up at 5. ROH, meanwhile, climbed to 3 and dropped to 4. Impact has been steadily climbing after starting out at 4, dropping all the way to 6. They've steadily been climbing back up. And are now at number 3. So they've passed AEW and ROH. MLW, which started out at number 4, has fallen all the way down to number 8. DFW, which is, started out at 8, or actually 7. Fell to 8 and kind of stayed there, and have moved up to 7, and that's where they've kind of plateaued for now. And you can see where we have climbed from all the way at the bottom all the way to the top. Year 1 we were at 8, then we climbed up to, 6? We made a big jump from 6 to 3. And we were number 2, and then we've been number 1 for the last 2 years running. The wrestler transition, we've climbed all the way up to 2. WWE is still number 1. New Japan has dropped to 3. AEW is holding steady at 4. ROH steady at 5. Impact drops from 6 to 7. MLW stays steady at 8. And DFW moves up to 6. Gym transition, you can see DFW is 8, MLW is at 6, Impact dropped to 7, ROH staying steady at 5, AEW staying steady at 4. New Japan, which had started at 1, dropped to 3, and has stayed at 2 for the last 3 years. WWE, which started at 1, dropped to 2, stayed there for a while, then has dropped to 3 for the last 2 years. Meanwhile, we started near the bottom and climbed all the way to number 1. That's where we've been. So, yeah, I spent a lot of money on the gym, to say. So, obviously, we're doing pretty much as well as we can. We're number 1 again this year. Sure is lonely at the top. Ready to go back to work? No. I wonder if I'd click no, what would happen. We're in year 7. Happy New Year. Your promotion ended the year ranked at first place. Maintain our momentum. Sabu shocked us all by announcing their sudden retirement. They said they've hit their physical limit. Sad to see them go, but let's send them off with grace. Sabu is officially retired. Well, he dropped the title to Shockmaster on his way out the door. Sabu was champion many times in our promotion, not just holding the Kaiju title more than once, probably 4 times. He was also MLW champion. Might have been DFW champion as well, but Sabu got a lot of mileage out of him, and for 6 years I've done this fire promoter mode. So, hats off to Sabu for that run. You will be missed, sir. God, our scouts suck. Star Wrestler Jay has left ROH. That's either Jay Lethal or Jay Briscoe. but still, that's news. Daniel of WWE was arrested for inciting violence. This will hurt their popularity. Assuming that's Daniel Bryan. Kylie Ray was a guest on a Mexican variety show. Sabato Pequeño, I guess that's how you say that. They pulled solid ratings. Please decide the sponsor contract for the new fiscal year. Planet Caffeine. That's going to be our new deal. Alright, so we need another sponsor. Alan Brown must be signed, okay. Alright, so we signed our sponsors for the new fiscal year. And now we know that Sabu is gone. Let's fix that balance ball. Bro. He sold out of everything. Okay, so Sabu retired. So now we have to check out our roster here. Okay, so it was Jay Briscoe. So both Jay and Mark Briscoe are available. We could sign the Briscoe brothers. That could add us a tag team. Of course, we'd have to sign them each individually, 1 month after the other. That cuts that ROH roster pretty thin. They're left with Jay Lethal, Jeff Cobb, Kelly Klein, Rush, Flip Gordon, Jonathan Gresham, Silas Young, and then all 3 members of the Kingdom are still signed. Marty Scurll and Brody King from Villain Enterprises still there. Yeah, so I'm just looking through all of the different groups here. Alright, so yeah, see Cody is the champion now. Rose still has like 4 championships. Your brothers are unhappy with AEW. Maybe I'll try to steal it. Maybe I should. I think we've run through everybody. Okay. I think that's pretty much where we're going to end this thing. Let's just check out our status so far. So we've got popularity, an S in America, B in Japan and Europe, a D in Latin America still. So I think our goal for year 7 will be to break in the Latin American market and try to gain some popularity there. you can see Sabu, who retired, won the title 3 times, winning it before losing it to Shockmaster on his way out the door. Cody won the title from his brother Dustin. Dustin finally defeated Nyla Rose, who had a 23-match win streak. Jeff Cobb is still the ROH champion, the original champion, in fact. 26-match win streak. He was unbeatable. He's unbeatable. EC3 had a 12-match win streak as WWE Heavyweight Champion before finally losing it to Braun Strowman, who's on a Moose is the champion of Impact for the 3rd time. Brian Cage is the MLW champion. Sabu won that title too. Oh, I was looking for the New Japan Heavyweight belt. Suzuki's still the champion. He's got a 6-match win streak. So Jack Shatter's in poor health, so we're going to give him a month off, so he won't be on this next show. So we need to keep that in mind for our next stream, which will be the start of year 7. So we're going to save here. And that's going to do it for this stream. So I hope you enjoyed watching Friday's stream and both of the streams from today, and I will be back most likely next week with the start of year 7 in Fire Promoter mode. Thanks for watching. Stick around, more Fire Pro to come.